Morning, Bradford.
Morning.
Good
How's
to
it
see
going?
you again. Well, ever since we worked on last week, do you remember what we talked about? Have you been working on any things I told you about?
Yeah, I was doing that 3 balls really you were telling me about, and I've been working on it, and definitely seen some improvement with my sand game when I'm actually playing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Have you done any other short game practice outside of the sand, like bump and run?
Yeah, I've been working on some chipping, but that's about it. Just kind of working on my ball.
Have you been playing at all since last week?
I've played a little bit after work, but I've probably played a total of like 18 holes maybe over 2-3 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And not as much as usual for the week? Okay. What would you say went well, and what would you say went poorly the last week?
What went well, I think, probably I'm just getting more consistent, and my swing is getting a little bit better, so it makes it easier, but I think my putting especially has been bad, so I've been getting on the green with a shot for birdie or a shot for par, and then every time I like 3 putt, so.
Yeah, I remember you saying last week that you're kind of struggling with your putting. What's like the biggest thing that you are struggling with putting?
Speeding it, for sure. Being able to get it in range that I can hit 2 putt.
How do you feel? What's the range that you're confident in?
I mean, it's got to be a gimme. It's got to be within like 2 feet for me to be confident with it.
Okay. So even on those little 4 and 5 footers, yeah, so kind of struggling.
Yeah.
How do you think? What do you think is a strength of your putting?
I feel like I can see it pretty well. I can tell when it's gonna on like an average green where it's not too much of a slope, but I can tell like kind of where I should be aiming and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Do you tend to miss your putts short or long?
Really depends on the day. Some of them will go flying over the green, and then I have to putt or even chip again, and then some I'll just on like the super long ones I'll just think it's gonna roll faster after I just scold one over the green, and then it'll just go like a couple feet and then it's left with like a 2 putt.
So we know that you're kind of all over the place, short and long. What about left and right? Do you tend to pull your putts left? Do you tend to push them right?
I feel like they tend to go a little bit more right, for sure.
I thought that too, based on how we were going last week. Have you had any putting lessons before, or practice your putting at all?
I'm not, no.
Yeah, I think I'll teach you some stuff. I think you'll definitely improve just by practicing. Even if you didn't know anything, if I didn't even tell you anything, just by practicing, you'll still get better. But I'll teach you a few things, and get practiced up, and you'll putting improve.
Perfect.
So let's do it.
Awesome.